Hello everybody, hope you're all well and thanks very much for all the support with my videos. I'm very grateful. Today I want to speak about the new leader of the Green Party, Roderic O'Gorman. He has won the election to be the next Green Party leader, following the decision a number of weeks ago by Eamon Ryan to stand down as the Green leader. And he won the contest against Pippa Hackett, a senator based in Offaly, and it became this sort of rural versus urban fight within the Green Party. But again, didn't really get the appetite of the Green Party members because there was only 55% turnout within their membership. They had 3,425 people that were eligible to vote, and of those only 1,896 voted. 984 voted in favour of O'Gorman and 912 for Pippa Hackett. But of course, this is a moment of change for the Green Party. This is the new generation that's going to take us to greater heights, take us out of the abyss of the Green Party failed policies of many, many years and bring us towards the new society where we're going to have social and economic justice to the forefront. In jest. Roderic O'Gorman, Minister for Disintegration. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you think. The madness just continues. He spoke about clear-eyed pragmatism, and he was previously the chair of the Green Party, National Coordinator for Elections, member for 25 years. Of course, this is a new generation. Follow the narrative, follow the spin. And he's been heavily involved in his own issues as well regarding the immigration chaos in Ireland as Minister for Disintegration. We've seen that up and down the country. And the recent vote in the Dáil to pass the Migration Pact that a few leaders didn't show up to. Mary Lou McDonald actually didn't. The Sinn Féin leader didn't show up to that vote. Says a lot about her priorities. And also it was record numbers of children in emergency accommodation, well over 4,000 children in emergency accommodation, 3,223 children in Dublin in emergency accommodation. He's also Minister for Children. We won't mention the deleted files with Tusla, not to mention the missing children and the trafficking that's going on as well. We won't mention that, Roderic. Of course, this is a new energy. It's Simon Harris's new energy being harnessed into this passing of the torch to the new generation. We won't mention the mental health disaster, CAMS disaster amongst the young children, not to mention the scoliosis disaster. And as Minister for Inequality rather than equality, we've seen that in Irish society where the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Cost of living disaster in Ireland, forcing more people into poverty. Food and goods and services prices 42% above the European average, second highest in the EU. And also, we won't mention the carbon taxes. No, we won't mention them, Roderic. Don't mention them. The anti-working class parties, which is pushing the prices up, obviously, of goods and forcing more people who are struggling to get by day to day into a higher fuel costs as well. And we won't mention the war in Ukraine either, where Ireland should be pushing for peace. No, we won't mention the fallout of that with the energy costs and the sanctions. But of course, this is a new energy, so we have to follow the narrative. Also, as Minister for Disability, we've seen those issues in Dublin City, for instance, in terms of the anti-democratic nature of a lot of these plans that's going on in Dublin City currently with the traffic chaos around Dublin City as well. But of course, this will be more of the same policies. There won't be any change in faces, but very much the same policies will be followed. Roderic O'Gorman is a fully signed up member to the Globalists and will find no difference in the agenda that will serve them rather than the interests of ordinary people, rural and urban, all across Ireland. He said it's a big task ahead. He spoke with the accomplishments of his party. And he spoke quite about a number of them. Well, I've just mentioned a few of them. More inequality, more poverty, more homelessness, more waiting lists in hospitals, not to mention the immigration chaos as well. And he also said that he wants to have a forward-looking manifesto going into the next election. Forward-looking. Don't look back. Don't look into our past, because it's pretty apparent how bad we've been in the past for the Green Party. So don't look into that. Just keep looking forward. And don't look in your rear view mirror. He said we're going to be innovative, whatever that means. And it's going to be we will act on the country's future. I'm sure they will. Not in the interests of the ordinary people of Ireland, in the interests of the European Union bureaucrats, and in the interests of the super rich, wealthy and the big corporations and billionaires. Much the same they're doing with this corporate climate agenda. For instance, over the weekend there was a report that electric vehicles, a subsidy is being put on electric vehicles, or a claim of a subsidy, but a tariff's being put on electric vehicles being imported from China. 37.6% duties are being put on because they were cheaper electric vehicles coming in from China, so we couldn't have that. So yeah, let's put a tariff on because they were claiming the subsidies of for making these electric vehicles cheaper. But again, listen, it's all nonsense. It all suits the corporate agenda, and this is what all this agenda really suits: the super rich, the wealthy corporations. It's not really ideally about better environmental practices whatsoever. It's all about making money and transferring more money towards the rich in society. So let's see how this develops in the next period of time. But O'Gorman is the new leader of the Green Party in Ireland. Let me know what you think in the comments. Not to mention the referendum. We won't mention the referendum. Nobody wants to talk about that. And the 23 million that was wasted. About what a woman is and what mother, taking that out of the Constitution, and a durable relationship, of course, Roderic. Don't talk about that. Or the Attorney General's advice. Deleted files. Can't mention that. The media won't be questioning Roderic O'Gorman, any of this sort of stuff. Tussla, no, they won't mention that. Homelessness, that's a no-no. So this is the spin that they'll push at us over the next number of days. You'll hear about it, new energy. They'll be pushing this going into the next election. And this absolute nonsense that O'Gorman is a fully signed up member of the corporate class in Ireland. Not interested in the interests of ordinary working class people, and the total anti-working class party, what the Green Party are. They've shown themselves up for many, many years here in Ireland, and unfortunately some people are still leaning into them. I don't know why, but unfortunately that's the nature of the thing. And there's people probably who are better off, dare I say, in a more cosseted position, rather than dealing with the crisis of getting by day to day, struggling week to week, and having enough to pay your rents and pay your basic energy bills and food bills as well, and struggling with basic necessities that most people are struggling to get by in Ireland. But of course, many of those are in the very protected, cosseted bracket that are living up in the clouds, really, rather than living on the ground in the lived reality of what ordinary people are. And they'll go back to their ivory towers with their media lackeys as well to speak with this. So again, thanks for all the support with my videos, really appreciate it. Thanks for the likes, shares, comments. And also, thanks for everybody who subscribes to my YouTube channel as well. Please share my videos. And thanks to people who support me through Buy Me a Coffee also as well. So I'm very grateful. So from Dublin today, thanks for all your support, and I'll talk to you all soon. Slán. Bye bye.